All right, today I'm gonna get back into social media. Now, I've done like a video before on that, being it can be either a blessing or a curse, a curse in that you have like a lot of bullshit that you have to sort through, but it can also be a blessing in the stuff that you can find like a lot of beneficial things on there. So like the videos like I've done on for instance Athlean X and Bioneer, a couple of YouTube channels that I follow for health and fitness. And so you can also get into like a podcast and everything that you can listen to, like the Norse Mentality one I've done on. But the big thing is like when it comes to recoveries, the way you can leverage social media is like the search for content related to like recovery. Now the thing is I'm sure you'll if you do like a quick Google search, a lot of stuff that's pro AA will come up and everything. You still have to kind of sift through this stuff and you kind of have to know what to look for. So like if you're not like into into a religion or like you have the viewpoint of me where you don't if you're looking to quit drinking or using your drugs or a choice or whatever, you don't necessarily want religion shoved down your throat and everything. So you kind of have to search for like the alternative methods that are out there. Sort of the smart recovery that I've talked about, and the videos I've done on the handbook and everything. Plus the Phoenix recovery program that I recently did. So you kind of have to do a little more legwork because I think several years ago I came across the number of the rehabs that are 12-step based is something like 90% or something. So you're going to have to look that up to double check on it. But I'm pretty sure it's still the same because most things are geared towards 12-step because when you go to rehab it's like 12-step program because they're going to fund you right into AA, which is the most infamous or famous, however you look at it, of the 12-step programs. It pretty much got all the other 12-step programs started that follow suit, like NACA, and there's Overeaters Anonymous, and everything that takes the 12 steps and bases off the religious 12 steps of AA. And so where I'm always big on well, you don't need religion shoved down your throat to overcome a mental disorder. So I always pose the question: you wouldn't go to an Islamic mosque to cure your schizophrenia. You wouldn't go for a Jewish synagogue to get treatment for your bipolar disorder. So why are you going to a Christian organization with AA to get help for a substance abuse disorder? So that's why I'm always big on look, to hell with the religion for now. Put that away. Let's focus on your behaviors, the 4 points of smart recovery. Like one of the points is control your thoughts, emotions, behaviors, and everything. Let's get into the psychology and science of stuff to fix your mundane physical everyday existence first, and then you can start worrying if you want to go down the religious or spiritual path, then you can start worrying about that once you get okay, you've quit drinking for a year. Maybe I'll use the halfway house example. Okay, so you went inpatient, and then you went to the halfway house for a year, and you're kind of going through counseling and everything, and then you get through the halfway house after a year. You're getting yourself a job. You're getting yourself your own apartments, and you're pretty much getting yourself your life in order. So and then after you get yourself the job, the apartment, and then you jump into doing the 7 pillars that the videos that I've mentioned before. Then you start worrying about that. But with regards to social media, grabbing onto stuff that you can get into big time is you can search for YouTube channels that are recovery based, and it can give you ideas on some people like me do 10 maybe 15-minute videos where they get, okay, well, this is what they're talking about, let me check double check on stuff. and you can go down to your local library and research books, or you can jump on the computer and like search web pages and stuff like using Google, DuckDuckGo, or whatever search engine you use to search for ideas and everything. So like that's where like something like YouTube comes in handy now. Like YouTube isn't the greatest for like going for people going live. So like for instance, like yeah, from what I've noticed, you don't get as much traffic live on YouTube lives as you could with like maybe you go into like I think the big one right now is TikTok, because like last I heard with the shitstorm that got kicked up with the Restrict Act that's been like tried to push through recently. Like they're calling it the TikTok ban. They said like something like 150 million of us Americans are on it. And so like with TikTok, like I'm active on there, and so like what they do is they let you do like 15-second, 1 minute, or 3 minute videos, but like you can also like once you like get to like 1,000 followers on TikTok, you can go live, and there are people on TikTok that are in like in recovery mindset, or like the recovery field or whatever. There's one that like is on there that like I just recently came across, and like she has like a year and a half, and like she's able to go live. So like the one drawback to TikTok though is you need 1,000 followers to go live, but like the potential of the reach that you can get on something like TikTok, like I said, like you have the potential of reaching like 150 million Americans on just that one platform. But like the thing is though, you don't want to just like put all your eggs in one basket and use just one social media app, because like I mentioned with the whole shitstorm that like the supposed TikTok ban that got kicked up like a couple months ago. If something like that were like to happen, or something like or maybe for some reason someone got offended by your content and everything, and like they had all their friends and family mass report your channel, and it gets shut down for a while, you want to have kind of like a backups and everything. So there's like another social media app that I've gotten into is Clapper, which is like it's like TikTok. It's just not as well known, or has as much reach as TikTok, because not too many people know about it. But it's pretty much like a TikTok 2.0 type of deal, you could say, because like you can still do like up to 3 minute long videos and everything. But the biggest difference is with the Clapper is you don't need that 1,000 followers to be able to go live. So like getting into like using social different social media apps to kind of like broaden your horizon on like getting into like things like recovery. Like like I said, they can get into TikTok and like just go right into the top of the and do like the search like addiction recovery, and I'll pull up like people that are creating content based on like recovery and everything. So like and what's great is you can jump into people that are that can go live, and like for instance, like one of the ones that like I recently came across, I think I'll have like I'm not 100% sure I'm pronouncing this right or spelling it right, but her name's Kiana, Kina, and that don't quote me on that, but like you could search stuff like that. I mean, she goes on TikTok and goes live, or she at least tries to go live at least once a week, and like she kind of like gears her stuff towards like recovery based, and so like kind of trying like to like kind of like give people an outlet to help them with their addiction recovery and everything. So like I said, TikTok would be like with how many people are on there, would be a good place to go. I mean, like I don't know how many millions of users are on YouTube, but like yeah, there's like a lot more copyright issues with YouTube, because it's been around a lot longer than something like TikTok. So like they've had a lot more time to like kind of sift through like if you're playing music in the background or something like on YouTube, like algorithm through the videos and stuff might pick something up, and like your video gets flagged for like a copyright infringement or something. So like whereas TikTok, it's not necessarily as bad. So like but like with regards to the social media platforms that you can use, you can search for stuff to kind of focus in on like recovery based content and everything. So like, or like you can also maybe like start using like social media to do your own content and everything. So like I mean, I use TikTok as like an outlet to kind of like talk about Nordic mythology. So I don't necessarily talk about like recovery, but like I just recently been able to I just hit the 1,000 mark for followers, so I'm able to go live there. So like chances are like in like the person I mentioned earlier, I could jump on and like go live with her, and we could sit there and like kind of like be able to like connect with people that aren't necessarily in our physical area. So we can sit here and start like someone could in a sense like I go live, and then like someone else could jump in, I could invite them in, and we could start sitting there going back and forth. Like I may live say in the state of Maine, and then like the person I like invite on to my TikTok live or whatever could live on the West Coast in California. We're living 3,000 miles away, and like here we are using an app to kind of connect and talk about like a recovery, whereas like 15-20 years ago with before you had like the explosion of like the social media apps and everything, you didn't necessarily have that option to be able to jump online and be able to talk with people that are hundreds if not thousands of miles away, and be able to like learn from people that are not just around the country but around the world as well. So like it gives us more connectivity to be able to jump in and focus on something like recovery. So like that's why like that I think that's one of the things that like that got me into TikTok. And so like is like the how many people on there, and like how much you can sit there and search and everything. So like and you can just find like anything, pretty much, not just like recovery based content. You can sit there and find like stuff on D&D, like witchcraft, like what I do, Nordic mythology, or like you can get into like some of the funny stuff, like people are just making like funny dancing skits or something, that like mindless stuff that you can sit there and like maybe get your it could help you get your mind off something, like or especially early on, like you could use it to kind of like distract yourself, to help you control urges and stuff. So like because like I said, most of the time limit you have for TikTok videos are 15 seconds, a minute, or 3 minutes. So like you can do like quick easy ones and everything. So like but like I said before, you don't necessarily want to like focus in on just one social media app, so that way if something were to happen, you have something else to get roll back onto. So like for me, like I do this content on YouTube and everything. I'm on TikTok, and I use that mainly to like talk about like the Nordic mythology that I'm into. So like and like it's the same thing like with the Clapper. So like I also talk about the Nordic mythology that I'm into on there as well. And of course, I mean, I'm also on Facebook and Instagram as well, but like I kind of use those as like dumping grounds from the content that I create and everything. So like but this is like it's just expanding on how you can use like social media to like not only like consume content to like improve yourself, like especially like with the recovery from addiction and everything, but you could start leveraging it to like create your own content and be able to like maybe you do hit that year mark in your recovery. So then like you go through the halfway house example that I use. Maybe you can get jump on TikTok or Clapper. You jump here on YouTube, and like you start using like Facebook and Instagram and everything to start talking like about your experience and everything. So like and then you start pumping it out, and like of course like people like oh hey look, he's talking about his experience in halfway house. I'm stuck here in halfway house. I'm gonna listen to him, see how he was able to get through like this situation and everything. So like social media can like I said, building on like my previous social media bless and curse video, like it can be something where you can not only consume, but you can also create stuff to be able to like turn around and help other people with whatever topic that like you're into. It just doesn't necessarily have to be like recovery based, and like you could do like a YouTube channel or something like whatever based on Star Wars, and like you could start pumping out like Star Wars content. Like you can start talking about the movies, the TV shows, the books, the theme parks that Disney has. You can talk about just about anything. So like this is kind of expanding on how to use social media, not just like the to consume material to help yourself, but also to create material in the sense to turn around and start helping other people as well.